First of all, we suck. I think it's time to rebuild. But according to Jerry Jones, it's not. So let's go ahead and hear from this clown.
Anybody that loses their top quarterback has some adjustments to make, and they're usually adjusting uphill. And so I thought that basically we'd look better tonight without Dak. I thought we'd look better on offense than we looked without Dak. Seen Cooper play better than we played tonight. Philadelphia's got a lot to do with that.
This guy is a joke. And honestly, I'm going to put my actual rant in here for I did in the studio this week, and you're going to hear it right now.
Jackson, I got to ask you, what's going on with your team?
Well, first of all, Preston, we can't win at home. Is it even possible? At this point, I don't even know if we're going to win a home game. We haven't won one since December 30th of last year. And then on top of that, yonder owner, Jerry Jones, he has the audacity. We were better on offense. What? Am I on the same planet as this guy? Like, he's delusional all year. He goes all in, let's go all in. And then he makes the stupidest trade I've ever seen with Jonathan Mingo, gives up a draft pick that we actually need, by the way. But, it's an absolute disaster. Disaster. I mean, we've gotten beaten by so many teams. I mean, look, the Lions were our last home win. Guess what happened the last time we played them? We lost 47-9, no touchdowns on offense. And then he had the audacity to give Dak Prescott $60 million, the highest paid player in NFL history. Oh my God. Oh, I can't do it anymore. I can't do this. I'm so mad. Oh.
Okay, welcome back, guys. I don't have the energy. Anymore to really get upset about this Cowboys team. I really don't. That's all the energy I had was early this week. But, I mean, this is just a disaster. An absolute disaster. I mean, there's no other way to put it. And we've got another primetime game coming up, Monday Night Football versus the Texans, a good football team. And, we got no hope. I think our best move, honestly, is to wait for the season to be over, fire Mike McCarthy, try to get Dion, draft Shedeur Sanders, see if we can make some magic happen with that. I mean, that's my hope. But I think we should totally rebuild. I think we should trade Micah. He's got a team option next year. I think we should pick that up, get him somewhere else where someone can actually pay him because we can't. We already paid Dak, the highest paid player in the NFL history, and we also gave CeeDee Lamb a bunch of money. So we don't really have the cap space. The Cowboys have the 26th most cap space. We're ranked 26th in cap space next season for the offseason at $809,110. That's not enough. It's not enough. We can't really build a team that way. And it's not really good the way we're doing it either. I mean, we're 0-5 at home in our last 5 home games. We haven't won a home game since December 30th, 2023, which I'm really wondering is about a little over a month away from that date. I wonder if it'll be at that point where we haven't won a home game yet, because I'll be waiting behind this mic for that moment, and I'm going to be talking about that, and I'm probably going to be a little more angry then. But, I just don't have much words to say. Cooper Rush had 45 yards passing, the fewest for a Dallas starter since late in 2015. So, this is not a better offense. I don't know what Jerry Jones is talking about here. It doesn't make a lot of sense. He was better without Cooper. And also a great job by throwing your $60 million quarterback under the bus. Tore his hamstring. Might be the biggest regret to sign up. Might be the worst contract in the NFL outside of Deshaun Watson. I think Dak Prescott, tearing your hamstring is a pretty big deal. Usually that's a tough injury to come back from, and he already wasn't mobile. So now he's a pure pocket passer when he comes back. But we're stuck. We're inefficient on offense. We're inefficient on defense. We can't stop the run. We can't do anything. We've also had a lot of injuries. Deron Bland, he's been out a while. I don't even know when he's coming back. I don't even know if there's no point in him coming back. And then Trayvon Diggs, he's looked like a flash of himself. You know, he tore his ACL. He has not looked good at all coming back. DeMarvion Overshown has been literally our guy. I mean, he leads our team in sacks with 4. And that's pitiful. You know, we just, I mean, every time I just don't really have the energy to yell anymore. It's honestly kind of sad. It's kind of, it's really disappointing because I'm honestly glad that our season's over now because now I can focus on the draft. But I mean, I don't want a lot of these quarterbacks in the draft. I mean, if Carson Beck comes to Dallas, I may not watch for a long time. I mean, I really may not. I really won't. And it sucks to have a team this bad. You know, last year we were second in the NFC. We had home field, and we just couldn't get it done. And, you know, Cowboys have had good regular season, but, you know, every team is judged by their playoff success. Every player in this league is judged by their playoff success. I mean, that's how you're remembered. And if you can't win the playoffs and you can't have success and, you know, you can't have good ownership and have consistency within your organization, I mean, what are we doing? I mean, we're seeing, you know, organizations like the Bears, you know, Cowboys, Panthers, Jaguars. I mean, teams that just don't know what they're doing. And I think, you know, Cowboys are obviously an exception because this is our first season we've really been this bad for a long time. I mean, I can't recall any Cowboys team for my 22 years of existence of us being this bad. You know, 3-6, and I think we're on our way to a 3-8 record heading into Thanksgiving Day against the Giants. I mean, I think that's inevitable, and you know, I don't know what we're doing with Trey Lance. We traded a 3rd-round pick for him, and we're not giving him an opportunity to really shine. I don't think he's that good, but I want to see what we got there because I don't want him to sit on the bench, you know, behind Cooper Rush, who's, you know, not a good player. He's been a career backup, so I want to see Trey Lance get an opportunity, and then, you know, hey, if he's not good, we can get rid of him, we can start over. I mean, but the Cowboys got to start from scratch. We got to really start from scratch here because that's the only way to rebuild this team. I mean, this team is just trying to hold on by a thread, remain competitive enough to possibly make the playoffs, and it's just not going to work. So until Jerry gets that through his head, I really don't think anything's going to change. And I don't think it's going to change, period, until he's the owner. And the Dallas Cowboys, you know, he's taken, you know, all the yonder credit here for, you know, this offense, you know, I improved it, you know, but, you know, I do a lot of great things, you know what I mean? You know, you know, I'm getting ready for the Jake Paul, you know, Mike Tyson fight, you know, on Friday because, you know, I just like a lot of things about that, you know, make me money. Also, I'm going to build a Roger Penske, a race car track for IndyCar. You know, I'm not really focused on my football team, you know, Dallas Cowboys, you know, the season's over. But I got optimism. Our offense can be better. You know what I mean? We scored 21 points against the Falcons. We scored 6. You know, I think 6 is better than 21. I mean, that's basically what this idiot clown owner said. I mean, that's basically what he said. I mean, he needs to step aside. He needs to step aside. I mean, and Cowboys fans should be calling for his head. You can't fire an owner, but we should be calling for his head. We should all be going to Jerry Jones' world here and holding up signs and going, get him out. Get him out.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Broadway paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my